Hello boys and girls. Today we have, representing Sweden, UDES 1516. In a game that's not gonna go perfectly for me, but we'll hopefully get through anyway. So today for this map, it's kind of weird. Like, where do you even go with this tank? You have shit full armor, okay turret armor, but where do you use it?
Let's go.
Well, I like taking this tank to the south and go battle with the heavies, which I feel is hopefully gonna work out this time. So, what is UDES 1516? Well, it's a big fat box if you're an artillery aiming for it. It's just a fucking square, pretty much. It has a really funky turret though, for those of you who don't know. It's really well angled, which means that you have a lot of opportunity to ricochet shells, which is neato. Bit of funky driving from me, but you know, happens sometimes. So what you want to do is to try and only expose your turret, which is the strongest point of the vehicle. And to do this you have a hydropneumatic suspension, which helps you aim down the tank real low, which is really nice. Which means you can actually use a slope like this, and your enemies are not really gonna have a great chance, at least, of firing back at you. I'm probably gonna be able to see it soon. See how it raises the back of the vehicle up further when I'm going slowly. See how it... Ooh, there we go. And just like that. We are against full tier 10 opponents in this game, which is not unusual exactly nowadays. Oof, tracking shot on the 100. Doesn't repair. Maybe he doesn't have one. But thank you for that. We're just gonna keep firing at his tracks. This will firing here at the wheel, or whatever you want to call it, not only takes off the tracks but also damages the vehicles. So if you get an opponent who does this, lock him down, keep firing as much as you can. And we just like that, where you have 3000 combined damage and the tank down, which is pretty good. And so far we've only been firing standard rounds. The penetration isn't great for a tier 10 medium. It's like not awful, but as you can see, yeah, that's a bounce. So we're just gonna load the goal when we're firing at the turret of a tier 10 heavy tank. That is what you should do, pretty much, to go through it. So it goes from like 254mm to 310, which is not great. I was hoping for maybe 330 or something like many other tanks have, but kind of everything. And this is certainly one of those cases. If you ever see the E100, just try to load gold and shoot through the cheeks of the tank. That is gonna give you the best chance that you have. And someone managed to spot a Jagdpanzer from the distance. We actually hit the weak point from this distance. It's pretty nice. And we're gonna take another swing since they were spotted again. And boom. 2 shots in the top. And he's gonna pull away, which is a smart thing to do here. However, we are not doing so well. Or well, we've done pretty good so far, but our team has faltered. And we are now finding ourselves in a 5 versus 9 situation, which is not great. Sometimes that just happens. So we're trying to swing back since we dealt with everything in front of us. To try and see if we can deal with the tanks that are coming behind us. Super Conqueror gets a nice shot in. And, well, he's tracked, so we're gonna take advantage of that. And boom, double tapped. Looking back, thinking of what to do, and I decided to go help the 6 TP instead. 6 TP is isolated, and I felt that we dealt with this flank here, so I decided to go around and see if we can perhaps help 6 TP with something instead, before he gets forked. And this is a pretty tricky situation. You have so many tanks. And seeing that the 60 TP is about to fall and I was getting here too late, I decided to just make it out. Not the greatest shot against the EBR there, but I was sort of losing hope here, and as we all know, the EBR is an absolute little demon to fire at, since it just seems to absorb shells while having no armor. So we're trying to make it back to the few friends that we had left in the game. Getting ran down by an EBR, well, fortunately he misses, well we don't. Seeing that they're probably dealing with the Predator 65, I decided to go help with the Leopard instead. And I'm gonna ignore the TP from behind, hope that it doesn't shoot me, and he gets me twice. It is what it is. However, by running through here, forcing the Leopard up the hill, the EBR, the E100 can at least take him out. So now what? We turn the 5 versus 9 into a 4 versus 4. Pretty sweet. But we still have a lot of work to do, and of course the EBR is still there. So where do we go in the situation? We have a Jagdpanzer and a FV215B183 to the left. So don't want to go there since either of those tanks can just one-shot me. The EBR unfortunately takes out the E100 and we're down to a 3 versus 3. Seeing that the Super Conqueror is pushing forwards, I decide to follow him, because if he gets caught out and dies, then we're not gonna have spots in the bush anymore for our Stridsvagn in the back. So I decide to do it to help him. Not great penetration on, combined with not the greatest shot, just bounces. I'm trying to find the slower plates, but I just can't. And the EBR swings around, and of course, we all miss him. I can't quite get the reload in time, but Super Conqueror actually catches him. Nice place by him. Keep clapping the Jagdpanzer. Together we take him out. And so far we're up to 7,700 combined. And now there's only an FV215B183 left. And this is where I'm getting worried. Because he can one-shot all of us, so I don't want us to go alone. So that's just gonna give him the time to reload and take us out. I see that the Stridsvagn is going around, and I'm thinking about doing the same. But Super Conqueror decides to charge. So I follow him, and unfortunately, the FV215B183 is just around the corner and takes him out. And this is where I get nervous and I misplay. I just go in, hoping to catch him between the reload. I want to get his track, and I do, but he has a repair kit, and this is where I fail. I block a shell, and I'm not able to track it. That is just what stress does to you when you're in this situation, and your blood is flowing and pumping as fuck. But I decided to stay, actually, because I was so enamored to see who was gonna win this fight. A tank that has the potential to one-shot the other, and our Stridsvagn 103B will have to put in multiple shells against the FV215B183. I'm gonna switch camera soon. I'm just sort of being in a mood right now, as you know. It is. You feel dumb when you can really clearly see the mistakes you made. When I saw that he repaired his tracks, I should not have turned around. I should have kept going. But I had more gusto than I thought I was having when I tried to get around him. Our Stridsvagn manages to spot him, but unfortunately, just as he's letting go of siege mode, so he doesn't get a shot in. And I do like what he's doing here. Mihiko? I don't know. The double PLs suggest Poland, so that pronunciation could be literally anything, as far as I'm concerned. But it's gonna show that he's, even in this situation, playing it calm, something that I could have to learn from. He's trying to spot him out. You can hear his binoculars going up. But no, nothing. So he tries to creep forward a little bit. He has the advantage in view range and in camo. But it doesn't mean that he can just go in however he wants to. Still needs to be very careful because of course he can be one shot by the other tank. Even if this is a pretty tricky tank to hit, especially with the bars in front when you're firing HE at him, but it still can absolutely happen. Still doesn't know where the FV is. Maybe it's down in the village. Looking down for him. Can't seem to find spot or anything. This is just the ice coolness that I really need to learn from. And a lot of us, I feel. Just trying to methodically see where can you find him. And so he goes for another spot. See if we can catch him out. And he does. Unfortunately, he also gets spotted. So he has to hide. This is an awkward situation. He hides behind a rock, but he's also slightly caught out, like he could reverse and perhaps go up on the hill to the right. But he actually decided to stay here instead. And creep forwards. Narrowly avoiding to knock down the tree. Get his binoculars up. Can't spot him. Goes forward. Knocks down the tree. This is a bit scary, but the FV actually decides to not fire through the bush, which is what I would have done. If you are in the situation where the FV is, if you're expecting, or suspecting at least, that he would go up to the bush there, as he did, as soon as you see yourself get lit up, just fire. Because if you can reverse behind there like he did, you're gonna be able to reload most of the time, at least get another shot in, so. Bit of a misplay by him, but also, once again, very stressful situation. But oh my god, he reversed so far. I think even Mexico was caught by surprise there. So this is a very awkward situation. Like, how do you deal with this? And the FV decides to go forwards, take a swing. And these big caliber guns tend to walk the laws of physics to miss with this distance. But GG, I say. And that's how it all went down. So thank you, Mexico, for carrying this battle for me, since I was unable to do so. But it was still a good game. I was very happy with it, even happier that we won. So thank you for this time. Bye.